I'm getting such a sickening feeling in my gut when it comes to this reading because it doesn't feel like this person would have even snooped if they had this crystal ball in front of them and said, hey, you know what, you're going to kind of fall in love with them, don't even look. Because that wasn't the intent. I feel like the intent was not to have such deep emotions for you. They just were curious, like, how are you? How have you been? I would love to catch up sometime, just to kind of like, one of those things where like they may have known you like a long time ago and they see that like you're different and they just want to know like what happened in your life. Like, just, it feels like a very innocent curiosity. And if they had known that it was going to turn into some kind of obsession here with you, they would have never played. They never would have put their hand in that. But now they have. And now it's not like they're learning things about you and they're like, whoa. It's like even the bad things that they are discovering about you, or the not so like pretty qualities that they're discovering about you, it's like an aching in the heart. And it's like, I wish I had never even crossed this line, but I did, and now we're here. So what the hell am I supposed to do now? And it doesn't, yes, I feel like there's a third party involved. And for some of you, that's a very significant third party. And then for others of you, it's not so much that that third party is extremely significant to them. And like, that's the big thing here. Because it feels like this curiosity was, you two were involved in some kind of way before, and then you weren't. And you led different lives. And it was just like a, I want to catch up thing. But it would cause a lot of fighting, a lot of tension. It just feels like it's a game now where like there's no winners. It just feels like there's no winners. And I was getting, like, and I keep getting just to be the next to be with you. And I don't know if that means that you're in some kind of relationship or some kind of dynamic with someone else as well. Or if you're even privy to like how they actually feel. If they're just sending you messages asking you very like casually, how are you? Maybe you're at the beginning of this. Maybe you're part of the collective where they're just like just starting to talk and you're like, oh, this is kind of nice to catch up. Things are building, collective. Things are happening, and it's gonna be one of those things where like once it's realized, it's so incredibly hard to stop now, because you indulge in each other's lives, or will indulge in each other's lives, of actually knowing things that you shouldn't know anymore. Like, it's just, it felt so innocent. That's why, like, yes, this is an icky read. Okay, I'm not trying to defend this person. Ugh. This is an icky read, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. It was just, I feel like it might have even been like a, wow, I'm so proud of you. I remember when you were at this low point in your life. It feels very friendly and very just like, oh, that warms my heart. But then it just rolled. And now it just feels gross. And it feels like heart with a key. Getting together, open your heart, welcoming love, meeting the one. It's like whatever energy you two may have been in before, in whatever dynamic that would be, maybe you weren't even together, maybe you were enemies, whatever that was, there was always some kind of contract between you two, some kind of soul contract. And it just keeps revving up now. 111. Heartbroken. It doesn't. There's a lost. It's like there's a fork in the road, right? Like there's a fork in the road, and you decided to like go over here and look and see like if there was a stream and if there was a river, if there was a whatever, and they went on this path and they found mountains, and that was like really cool. But they always worried that you went down the track that there were bears that just like mauled you to. It's like this, there was always this curiosity of like what road the other went down and if it led to some kind of happiness. And then it was just, I feel like it was just very innocent, and it got completely not innocent. So not innocent. There's no winners. You know, and it was either you or them that had something that was very chaotic and very worrisome. And I think that's why it started with that worrying energy. Like, if you went down a path, or if they went down a path that caused a lot of, like, hurt and pain and sorrow, and so you just wanted to check in and, you know. But through time and through this either obsessively watching you in some kind of way, or if you've gotten to the point where there's been some kind of reach out here and you are conversating, it's becoming more and more aware that you didn't get eaten by bears. And if you met bears, you made them your... I don't know, there's a very, like, proud feeling here, and it feels like it would take destroying whatever kind of life has been built in pursuit of this kind of soul connection, soul tie. Because you guys, y'all made choices. And whether you were actually together or if you were just friends or enemies, or what, you made choices that led you down different paths. And how dangerous is it to be looking now? We're going to end this with a love card, because even though this is extremely icky, it does feel like there is a deep level of love here. And when I say a deep level of love, it's not like oh, you're hot and I want some of that. My life is boring. You look like fun. It's not like that. It feels like it was with the best of intent, and it just ran away. Like, I never should have looked under that bridge. I never should have gotten curious. I never should have looked. I never should have wondered. So let's just end this with a love card. If you'd like to book a personal reading, link is in the bio. We're going to go to part 4 for subscribers. Understand 1 through 3 are full readings. Part 4, we just, sometimes things pop off and we just kind of dig into it a little bit soon. We will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent, and I am doing what I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear your call for me and coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again in some kind of way after this separation. Well, that sounds like fun.